With the release of the official free Ragnarok DLC comes a breathtaking overhaul of the original fan favorite. When Ragnarok originally released, it came with a whole suite of unique biomes and additions that changed Ark forever. From raging water canyons to rolling highlands, an explosive volcano, and even a scorching desert, Ragnarok had everything. In this one, we're going to go over the exact coordinates of all 10 artifacts, including coordinates for cave entrances. I'll also explain what to expect inside and what I recommend you bring along. I should caution you though, this is not a step-by-step walkthrough on how to complete these caves. Before we get started, I should let you know that I may recommend bringing creatures into caves they naturally won't fit inside, in which case you would need cryopods or a dino storage mod. Secondly, I won't be recommending items that would be considered standard caving kits. When I refer to these from now on, I will be referring to food, water, sleeping bags, crossbow and arrows, a pike or sword. The first cave is the Carnivorous Caverns, and it has multiple entrances. These can be found at 21.8, 33.2, which is a water entrance, 17.5, 42.7, which is a mountainside entrance, 18.8, 48.1, which is another mountainside entrance, 21.8, 42, which is a swamp entrance, and 21.1, 40.4, which is the castle entrance. If you take the castle entrance, you will encounter standard cave creatures up to level 300. Inside the caverns themselves, you will encounter additional dangers such as Megalosaurus, Carcanos, and Megalania, all of standard levels. It is recommended you bring the standard caving kit, small or medium rideable creatures, lesser antidote if you are taking the castle entrance, and grappling hooks. This cave has two artifacts, the first being the artifact of the cunning, and it can be found at 20.3, 46. You will need grapples to get up to this one. The second artifact is the artifact of the immune, which can be found at 23.7, 44.6. The second cave is the jungle dungeon, which has two entrances. These can be found at 18.2, 28.4, and 18.6, 27.8. Inside, you will encounter standard cave creatures of standard levels, though there is an optional boss fight at the end that we'll get to soon. It is recommended you bring standard caving kit, decent firearms or several people, lesser antidotes, and grapples. The artifact in this cave is the artifact of the hunter, which can be found at 21.5, 27.2. If you want to fight the optional lava golem boss, you will need to break some crystal in the artifact room. The location of the crystals are 21.6, 26.9. When you enter the room, the entrance will be sealed and you will need to defeat the lava golem to be able to leave again. If you can defeat it, you will get several red loot crates. I have never done this fight myself, so I cannot give you any recommendations on what to bring for that fight. The third cave is the Frozen Dungeon, which has two entrances. These can be found at 31, 37.8 for flyers, or 31.3, 33.7 for other creatures or on foot. Inside, you will encounter freezing temperatures as well as strong enemies. Inside the first room, you will encounter dire bears up to level 300. Then in the tunnels, you will encounter ice worms that are an even stronger opponent. You will also need to defeat the Ice Queen boss in order to get the artifact. Before I advise you on what to bring on this one, I will say I have never done this cave myself, so please use my recommendations with caution. It is recommended you bring standard caving kit, strong medium-sized tame such as a Thyla, or ascendant shotguns, or several people, and decent fur armor. The artifact in this cave is the artifact of the pack, which can be found at 33.6, 43.4. The fourth cave is Life's Labyrinth, and you can find the entrance at 51.6, 77.7. This cave is an extremely long, challenging system of puzzles where you will find 4 artifacts along the way. Before we go any further, I will remind you that this video is not a step-by-step walkthrough, so you will have to either work through the puzzles yourself or find a walkthrough video elsewhere. Inside, there are many varying dangers, the creatures being a mix of standard cave creatures, Caprosuchus, Megalodons, and a mini boss fight against a spirit direwolf and spirit direbear. Other dangers include fire traps, parkour death pits, and timed spike floors, among other dangerous puzzles. It is recommended you bring standard caving kit, extra sleeping bags, scuba, strong firearms, and a lot of patience. The 4 artifacts are found at different locations throughout the labyrinth, and you may need to go down different paths to collect them all, meaning many attempts. The first artifact is the artifact of the Skylord, which can be found at 47.8, 78.9. The second artifact is the artifact of the Clever, which can be found at 48, 78.6. The third and fourth artifacts are the artifact of the Massive and the artifact of the Devious, and these can be obtained by killing a creature within the final forested room and fighting the spirit creatures. These can be found at 49, 79.5. The next artifact is not located within a cave, rather on the ocean floor, within what is known as the Tuso Trench, given all the Tusoteuthis swimming around everywhere. It is easy enough to obtain if you're on a fast swimming creature, or if you have something strong enough to kill several Tusos. The artifact here is the artifact of the Devourer, which can be found at 47.1, 2.5. The final artifact is located within the Southern Wyvern Trench. The entrance can be found at 69.1, 42.2. Inside, you are going to find a lot of wyverns as well as megalania on the floor of the cavern. It is recommended you bring a fast flyer to get past the wyverns, or something strong enough to kill them should you draw their attention. As a side note, you can also bring a raft or water tame directly into the cave and close to the artifact. There's maybe a safer option to avoid most of the wyverns. The artifact here is the artifact of the Strong, which can be found at 62.8, 42.1. Consider dropping a like if you found this video useful, and subscribe if you want to catch more of my content. I hope you enjoy whatever it is you're doing, whatever time zone it is, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye bye for now.